turn our attention now back to the UDA party primaries. It has indeed been a busy day. We've been live from 6 a.m. this morning, bringing you the very latest from across the country. Our reporters are on the ground and continue to bring us the very latest. Just a reminder of a couple of highlights, and there was a lot of hustle in Bomet as there were pre-marked ballot papers that had been discovered by voters. That issue is being addressed at the moment, but aspirants were irate, residents were irate as well. So a bit of agitation there, and we'll bring you the latest on that. And also, it was a busy day in Embu as well. And in various parts, Nandi as well had some activity as well. But like I said, we will bring you all that we need to in just a moment. We are going to cross over to NTV's Oko Okusa. He is our Lake Region reporter. Also, big questions coming on this day as to the organizational skills of UDA. Remember, they are putting together this nomination process, aiming to cover it all in one day. It is a big feat indeed, and clearly there have been some hiccups in areas, as mentioned earlier in this broadcast. A lot of delays. Some polling stations had not received ballot papers past 9 o'clock, yet voting was supposed to kick off at 6 a.m. Perhaps nothing to be too surprised about based on previous such processes. All right, we can now take you down to the ground and join NTV's Oko Okusa for the very latest. All right, I'm told we'll hopefully get Okusa later. Let's take you first, though, to Nandi. That is where NTV's Kennedy Mureithi is. Kennedy, earlier today there was a lot of friction where you are. Bring us up to speed with what happened and how things are looking.
Well, I didn't quite get that question. Please, may you repeat it, Smriti?
All right, Kennedy, I was saying that there was friction where you are. Bring us up to speed with what the situation is like and highlight what happened earlier this morning.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Smriti. And just as you said, yes, there was a bit of commotion on the other side where Senator Samson Cherargei was going to vote. And as he tried to come in, being a Mheshimiwa, going all the way to the room, then there was a bit of commotion when the people who had stood on the line from about 5 o'clock in the morning denied him a chance to actually go in. And they demanded of him that he must queue like everybody else. And for about 15 minutes, there was a bit of commotion before one of the MCA aspirants was actually allowed in to that particular room, and everybody who actually went on a frenzy trying to celebrate that. Then that was before the now supporters of Cherargei came in and now tried to also demand that he goes in, and actually he did. But we are here at Kobujoi here in Nandi County, where the governor, the current governor, that is Stephen Sang, and his wife have actually come, and they have queued all the way. They have just queued for about 10 minutes, and they were actually, I remember the governor trying to joke that he does not want the same fate that befell Senator Samson Cherargei. But interestingly, when he was starting to queue, those that were in the queue with him were the ones who were telling him, please pass, but he was saying no. But we might just want to speak to him to know what are your views and how has it been since this exercise started. What have you been able to see? What are your agents telling you with regards to this, even as you stand on the line?
Thank you so much, Ken Mureithi. I think we are very excited about the exercise. A little bit of about 2 or 3 hours of delay. Of course, we understand, because the problem was not because of the party. We had the ballot papers ready. The ballot boxes were available. We had the small technical challenge of the shortage of fuel supply. So the logistics of moving the ballot papers and ballot boxes delayed on account of the shortage of fuel that is being experienced countrywide. But we are very excited that finally the exercise is underway. And I am here now, ready to cast my vote at Kobujoi Primary polling station. Very excited. This is my third time, voting in this particular polling station. And as you rightly put, my people are always queue. From the first time I voted, I have always queued with the public, and this is just a tradition that I've always done this.
Well, what are your agents telling you everywhere that this exercise is good? Yes, it is indeed true, as you say, that it started late, but are your agents, has there been any reportage of any misgiving in any of the places that you expect probably the exercise will be going smoothly?
Yeah, a few areas of some reported cases of voter bribery and disregard to some of the party rules in terms of voting. You remember yesterday we had one particular candidate running for governorship who disregarded the rules of the party. You know, the exercise, the campaigns were supposed to have ended on Tuesday evening. On Wednesday yesterday, you know, one candidate continued campaigning as if you know, the ban was not there. The same candidate has deployed goons and hired characters to try and influence voters, and we have said ourselves, we have noted those concerns, we will raise with the party, but we don't want to antagonize the process. I think if you can see, we are voting here very peacefully. It is happening everywhere else. Some of those goons have been chased away by members of the public, so what we want to tell all the aspirants is that let us be honest. You know, if you are seeking leadership, seek leadership in honesty. You be voted by your people because on account of your agenda, on account of the campaigns that you have done. We do not need to engage in electoral malpractices. And of course, you know, in this region, nominations is just like the real elections. That is why we must all be disciplined and ensure that the party succeeds in what we are doing. So we have handled those situations. We have raised those concerns, and as we speak right now, we are comfortable with the pace at which the process is going on. We want to congratulate the party so far, but we are telling them, you know, the most important part will be at the close of the exercise. These kind of aspirants who are sending around goons to intimidate and try to influence the process must be dealt with so that they do not give us problems at the constituency tally centers in the evening, because we can see they are preparing ground for the same.
Well, Mheshimiwa, there was also another question that has come up, and it is the regards with the streams that are there. And we saw this in Mosoriot, where there was a question of so many people, yet they were being served by only one room. Is it a problem that has probably been reported to you, and is it something that the party echelons would want to probably rein in? We also see here there is only one stream, and the numbers are continuing to soar.
Yeah, I think that's a valid concern, but we have agreed through my chief agent and for the presiding officers together with the clerks to look at the possibility in situations where you have more registered voters, they can still be able to improvise and be able to create two streams within the same classroom. So I think it is something that we agreed as a team that this should be done on a case-to-case basis. And here we have about 1,500 registered voters. If you look at the queue is not more than 10 meters queue. That means that it's manageable. But in situations like Kapsabet, Tegat, where you have like 3,000 voters, that might be a challenge. And I think we gave our authority to our chief agents to work together with the presiding officers to ensure that the same is addressed.
Thank you. Well, Smith, we are keeping a close eye on whatever is happening here, but so far the process has not gone. We've not had so much with regards to the questions that are being raised with the legality or even the theft of votes and even bribery and all that. Not so much has been reported. So we are keeping a close eye just to see what is this, and just a few cases of anxiety like we saw in Mosoriot, where the incumbent senator, that is Samson Cherargei, was denied an opportunity to jump the queue. But we're keeping that close eye, and we'll be giving you information and updates every minute, not just here, but also on our online channels. Back to you, Smriti.